You know how some people just have it? They walk into a room and without even saying a word, they command attention. Well, it's not about wearing the most expensive clothes or having the loudest voice. Today, we're going to dig into what professional presence is all about, and you'll see how a truly powerful presence, it's built from the inside out.
All right, let's try a little thought experiment. Just for a second, think about the last meeting you were in. Before anybody said a thing, you were already forming impressions, right? Kind of sizing people up. Well, that silent signal you're sending out all the time, that's your presence. It's this unspoken story that tells people who you are, and honestly, it can have a huge impact on your career.
So, here's the big idea we're going to unpack today. Authentic, real presence isn't something you can just put on like a jacket. You can't fake it. It has to come from within. We call this the inside-out approach, and believe me, it is the foundation for everything else we're about to cover.
Okay, so how do we actually do this? How do we build this presence from the inside out? Well, it's a pretty simple three-step journey. We're going to start with the core, and that's all about your physical well-being. Then we add the polish, your personal care and hygiene. And finally, we wrap it all up in the package, which is your own unique style. So let's break each of these down.
Step 1, the core. This is absolutely non-negotiable. Seriously, think of your physical health like the engine that drives your entire presence. Eating well, getting some exercise, that doesn't just change how you look. It directly fuels your energy. It keeps you focused during that long presentation, and it gives you resilience when things get stressful. A powerful engine just makes everything else run better.
Now for that second layer, the polish. And this is about so much more than just being clean. What's really fascinating is that this is a form of non-verbal communication. When your grooming is on point and your clothes are clean, you're sending a powerful message of respect for yourself, for your work, and for everyone around you. It's those little details, like a pressed shirt or just clean hands, that all add up to signal a high level of professionalism.
All right, so we've talked about building up your presence. Now we have to talk about how to protect it. Because all that hard work, all that effort can be completely undone in an instant by what our source material calls image destroyers. This slide just lays it all out, clear as day. On the left, you've got the builders, consistent grooming, wearing the right style for the situation, having a positive demeanor. And on the right, the destroyers, poor hygiene, looking sloppy, and just as important, a negative attitude. It's a really powerful reminder that your presence is the whole package. It's how you show up on the outside and the inside.
And that last point, a negative attitude, is the perfect bridge to our next section. See, your presence doesn't exist in a bubble. It's constantly being tested and defined by how you interact with other people. This brings us to the art of social intelligence. We're moving from you to us.
This simple phrase, man, it says it all, doesn't it? At our core, we're social creatures. Our success at work, and hey, our happiness in life, it all depends on our ability to connect, to communicate, and to work together. At the end of the day, your presence is for an audience, whether that audience is one person or 100.
So what exactly is social intelligence? Well, here's the official definition. It's basically our ability to read the room, to understand the emotional currents, and to navigate all kinds of relationships successfully. It's not just about being nice, it's a real cognitive skill, like knowing exactly the right moment to pitch your idea in a meeting, because you can feel the energy in the room.
And thinking of it as a skill is so important, because it means it's something we can all get better at. Social intelligence gives us the unwritten rules of the road for interacting with people effectively, helping us build much stronger connections.
Okay, let's get super practical. This chart is basically your cheat sheet of do's and don'ts. On one side, we've got the good stuff, basic courtesy, showing respect, staying positive, and on the other side, the behaviors you want to avoid, ignoring people, being dismissive, or just projecting negativity. These might seem like small things, but trust me, these little daily choices are the very building blocks of your social intelligence. So if you only take one thing away from all of this, let it be this. A commanding professional presence and sharp social skills are not things you're just born with. They are abilities, and that means they can be learned, they can be practiced, and they can be mastered over time. And that, right there, is an incredibly empowering idea.
So let's end with this thought. Every single day, your presence sends a message to the world. It tells people about your confidence, your respect for others, your attention to detail, the whole shebang. So after everything we've talked about, the real question isn't just what your message is right now, but what do you want it to be tomorrow?